Good morning from day 17 of my 2024 Appalachian Trail journey. It is 10 to 7 and I am on the trail, just left camp. It rained all evening, all night, and it stopped actually when I woke up at 5:30 because there was someone hiking by, vlogging and talking to their phone, walking right by the campsite, and that woke me up. And it was done raining. So I lay there for a while debating going back to sleep because I only have 7.5 miles or so today. So I don't need to start early, but then I was laying there thinking, I'm already awake, I'm probably not going to sleep well because there's going to be other people walking by. The other people at the site might start packing up, and I might as well take advantage of this rain-free period and pack up when it's not raining, because it is supposed to rain again throughout the day. So I got myself up, slowly packed up. It was slow, but I got my tent on the outside of my pack today, just because it was soaking wet. I did carry it on the inside the other day when it was wet, and it was fine, but this way it gets a little bit more airflow too, maybe, and maybe it won't stay as wet. I don't know. But yeah, I'm only doing 7.5 miles today. I could do more. However, like I said, it's supposed to rain and storm, and if I do more, that would put me up on the Bigalows, and I prefer to be up there on a nice day. Going up the Bigalows today would really not get me much, except for a shorter day into town tomorrow, but I don't really mind because I do plan to zero there anyway, so getting in late tomorrow is no big deal. But so yeah, short day today, but lots of climbing. I'm climbing up and over Little Bigalow. I'm going to be dropping down into Safford Notch, which is 0.3 miles off the AT. That's where I'm going to camp. I'll be popping into Little Bigalow lean-to in about 2.5 miles to fill up on water, so I don't have to drink pond water or lake water. But yeah, I will show you anything cool. Alright, so I'm here at the Little Bigalow lean-to. I stopped in here to see if Badger and Sparkles were still here. They came here last night, but it was all cleared out, so they already left. And I also came here to get water, which if you're ever going to stay here, there's this really cool blue blaze from this lean-to, very, very, very short, to this Cascades area with all these pools. It's called the tubs, I think because they're bathtubs to soak in. So cool spot. Filled up my water and got snacks out of my bag because I forgot to do that this morning. Put some Propel in my water here, and I think I'm all set to start heading up, I've already been heading up, but continue heading up Little Bigalow Mountain, which is going to be a long climb. Wish me luck. All right, I'm at a viewpoint up Little Bigalow. My next mile is 900 feet of climbing. That'll get me to the Little Bigalow ledges. And then once I'm on the ledges, there's not that much climbing left to the summit of Little Bigalow. I'm just moving super slow, trying to conserve my energy. I might have to ditch the rain jacket at some point. It's actually pretty hot, and just put it on when it starts to rain, if it starts to rain. Alright, so I'm here at Bigalow Ledges, or Little Bigalow Ledges, I guess they're called. So the bulk of my big climb is done. I've still got some ups and downs to do. I have the Carabasset Valley is down here. Where is it? I think decision to do short miles today. So I think it's only like another 3.5 miles down to camp where I'm going tonight, and it's only 10 to 10. So I'm gonna take my time and enjoy the weather while it's holding out. Ideally, I would also like to get to camp before storms roll in and have my tent all set up. It does need to dry out a little bit on the inside, particularly. And it is supposed to rain until like 8 p.m. tonight, I think, but then overnight, like the true overnight, I think it's dry. So that'll be a good opportunity for my tent to dry, hopefully. And then tomorrow will be a big day. 10 miles up and over the Bigalows and down into town if I can push it. We shall see. So I'll check in. I think there's going to be some other viewpoints. Obviously, I'm not at the summit of Little Bigalow yet, so I'll check in there. Bye. All right, so apparently I already went over Little Bigalow Mountain and I completely missed the sign. There weren't any viewpoints or anything because I wouldn't have missed that. So, sorry. I did go over it though. I'm actually on the downhill off of it right now. So yeah, I do think that there's some west ledges that I get to on this downhill. There's lots of like little ups and downs as well. Okay, bye. All right, so Avery Peak has decided to temporarily come out of the clouds. Looks like it's heading back in right now though. I've been kind of debating whether I want to push up and sleep in the coal between the two Bigalows, but I'm a little bit worried about being up in the coal up there in a storm, and I'm not confident I'll be able to get up and over both and then down to Horn Pond's lean-to before storms come in, so I'm just gonna stick with my plan. It's gonna be a big day tomorrow elevation-wise, but if I start early, it should be all right. There's the trail. All right, I am at the cutoff for Safford Notch Campsite. This is Safford Notch right here. I debated again whether I wanted to keep going or not. The skies are looking pretty blue. Just partly cloudy right now. But my biggest worry, I could definitely make the campsite in the coal of the two Bigalow peaks. But my biggest worry, first of all, I know I mentioned before, like storms and being up that high. I don't know that it's above tree line right there, but it could be. At least it's very close to it and the trees might be small. But my second concern up there is the water source. There's been no recent comments on Far Out about the water up there. And it sounds like from comments in past years, the springs up there dry up. And I know it's been a pretty dry season so far in 2024. We did get some rain last night, but I don't know if it is enough for me to feel comfortable that there's going to be water there. So in order for me to camp somewhere that has water, for sure, I would have to push all the way up and over both Bigalows and then descend quite a bit to Horns Pond lean-to, which I don't think I necessarily want to do that because that's a little bit too big of a day. It would be another 2,700 vertical feet, making it like 5,400 for the day, which isn't ideal. And I think it would be bad news for my Achilles. So if I'm going to be smart, I need to stop here as planned, and then tomorrow try to push to town as planned, and like worst case, if it ends up being too much, I can stop either at Horns Pond or there's another campsite called Cranberry Stream Campsite close to town. So I'm gonna hike this 0.2 miles in to Safford Notch Campsite, get away from this black fly that's circling me, and set up camp and just hang out the rest of the day. See you there. This is also another reason why I wanted to stay here, because of all these caves. It just seemed like a cool spot in general. That's probably a place not a lot of people through hiking stop in at, because it's a little ways off trail. But I think it works best for me. All right, I'm at camp. I collected water, great water source, nice and cold, clear, delicious. I decided to try out a tent platform today for my pitch to see how it goes. I know I'm gonna have those in the whites, so I wanted to get an idea for how it works. I do have a semi-freestanding tent, so I only really needed to secure two sides of the tent, which is this side here. And as you can see, I just have the corners secured with rocks. The other side back there, the tent poles keep the shape of the tent, so I don't need to stake those out. It's not the perfect pitch, but like it'll do. It's not super taut, but like I said, it'll work for tonight. And I'm just letting it kind of air out and dry out from being wet last night. No rain yet today. If it does start raining, I'll throw the fly on real quick. I have that laying out on a rock over there. And yeah, it's only 12:30, so I'm here super early. And I know some like hardcore thru hiker YouTube followers probably are like, what the heck, why are you stopping at 12:30? But like I explained before, like I just want to have guaranteed good weather going up and over the Bigalows. I don't want to push my Achilles too much. That was one of my lessons learned from my 2022 attempt. So I'm calling it at 8 miles today. Staying here at this nice campsite that has guaranteed water, good water, and gonna push over the Bigalows tomorrow when there is no forecast of rain, and hopefully down into town still to get into town with the rest of the tramily. So I'm gonna hang out, I'm gonna relax. I have service here, which is excellent considering I'm here so early. Maybe listen to a book or music, and eat. So I may or may not check in later, but I'll definitely see you tomorrow. All right, so I just got in my tent and literally zippered my fly door right as raindrops started falling. You can probably hear them. I was checking the weather forecast and saw that there was like a severe weather advisory issued for this area, like with high winds and rain and hail and stuff like that. So I was like, you know, maybe I should get in my tent and get everything in my tent so that nothing gets wet by surprise. And it was literally the perfect timing. The sky was starting to get pretty dark, and this just reaffirms my decision to not go up and over the Bigalows this afternoon. Very happy with it. So I'm just gonna chill here in my tent. Probably gonna edit some videos and hang out a while. The rain I think is supposed to stop around 8 p.m. tonight, so it's not gonna go all night thankfully, but I'm happy to be safe and dry and warm in my tent and not hiking up a 4,000 footer. See you tomorrow.